I would like to expose something that is struggling, that I'm struggling with.
Yeah.
It's not the first time, but it's coming. It's getting worse here, and it sounds silly and ridiculous. It's a small thing, but takes me well, in a way. It's anguish and panic attacks that comes. Here, it's not here, but regularly it comes in the day and in night time.
Yes.
And it completely overwhelms me. Even if I'm here, I know it, but it's the mind who knows
Stop
it.
for a second. First thing, get used to the fact of this, that it may seem a bit of a surprise that the very thing you came for peace, it seems like you're experiencing the opposite initially. Because, and what happened, you must take it in a good way, that you're onto something. And this is why so much of the negative energies are coming up. It may seem like you're under attack, and that somehow they're amplified more than before. When you're out in the world and so on, nobody's there to really test you. They just press buttons a little bit like that. But now things are flaring up here, and you're having a chance and you're having the space to begin to observe. And now you mentioned something, she says, they overwhelm me. They overwhelm me. This is a very powerful thing. And I want to go now into this thing about being overwhelmed with you. You see? What it means, overwhelmed, what happened, means you're powerless, isn't it? You're powerless when something comes. You cannot go against it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I cannot function anymore. I shrink in...
Yeah. Then if you find that you become powerless, something is so over, and you're underneath this, don't fight. Then choose to be even more powerless.
I tried this.
Yes.
Because you said it already.
Yes.
So I tried. I welcome it even more. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Full anguish, full on. It didn't...
Did it kill you?
No.
No.
It didn't get me out.
Yes. You don't have to want to be out. Don't use it as a trick. But somehow, rather than be fighting to come, and then there's a tension, you're trying to get out of something. Like some people, maybe you wake up in the morning or you're in bed and suddenly you can't move. Like a force is holding you on the bed. Many people have this thing. You're trying to move, but you can't move. You can't move at all. And if the more you struggle, the more you feel pinned down even. So you relax and let it go. And say, okay, if I spend the rest of my life like this, okay. So if you feel overwhelmed, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Maybe you feel something very... but you can use this. Don't imagine something terrible is wrong with you. This mind start to come in on it like that. So just let it happen, whatever that is. But you live as though you only exist through your eyes. Just look. Don't interpret or somehow project anything or judge anything, or just try just to be, and observe it. What does it feel like? Like palpitations, heart pounding?
It's more than that. It's a terrible feeling, and
Tell me terrible feeling.
So anguish, so high level. It's paralyzed the body completely, and no rest can come, no sleep can come, and nothing. And I just like to explain how it comes, because it's really, it drives me crazy. My mind is getting hooked on sounds, really tiny sounds, can be really tiny. And for example, the electric buzz is bzz. Oh, my mind gets hooked on it. Okay, and so this...
It comes through that.
Yes, it comes through that. Okay, so, and now I can see, even when there is not the sounds, it's the mind looks for it, and it comes again from this, and so I can see it wants it.
You know, I still look at it in a good way, because there's something that it cannot affect in you. You must find this place. Use this very strange phenomenon.
Yes, very strange.
To find the thing which is beyond the reach of this.
Can I say something else?
Yes.
Just to explain fully, I need it in a way. I sleep in the camp, and it's very quiet there.
Yes.
And at the beginning there was no problem at all. And when this started, my mind is really looking for the same kind of sound. It doesn't find it, so he invents it. And so if he really finds it in my head or somehow like that, and this feelings comes, so it seems to be a problem that cannot be solved, and it drives me mad.
Okay, the one who is driven mad.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to introduce this one to me now. Slow down.
Yes.
Everybody listen.
Yeah.
We want to meet this one who is driven mad, what it means. Because this is completely linked to the sense of being overwhelmed, and the mind is beating the hell out of you. I want to meet this you. I want to meet this you, and want you to meet this you consciously. You see? When you say, it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm using these words now. It drives me crazy. Different people in here will have a sense of what drives them crazy. What finds overwhelming, what I can't bear, what I can't stand. If only this was out the way, I will be. So this I, we're going to call it up now in the witness box, because it has a lot to say. So let's identify this I. Is it the body? Is the body I?
It's the feeling, the anguish, I would say.
Yes. Anguish we know.
Yeah.
But the one who is anguished, I want to know. Anguish we know. The sense of anguish, something is there, some feel like some anguish. But the one who is anguished, please, let's just see if we can really just slow down and see if we can get a picture of this. We can identify the actual sufferer of the anguish. This we have to do it. Don't think it. Don't tell me what you've read now. Go into the heart of this now. Because something is giving it hell. Overwhelmed, it's driving me crazy, it's driving me crazy, this thing is driving me, okay. Please help me, okay. Introduce the one who needs help. Actually. The one who is driven crazy. Crazy I know. But who is actually suffering? Who is the crazy one? Who is made crazy? Come and take a look now together.
I would say craziness is here, and I am crazy. This thought is put on it.
Yes, I am crazy is a thought labeling the feeling.
Yeah.
Craziness is here. This is a different thing you're saying now. Craziness is here, not I am crazy. Craziness comes in the body because you cannot send for what feelings you want each day. They just come. Okay? Now craziness come. Craziness is here, and something puts a label, I am crazy, on top of it. A label. Are you a label?
No.
So let craziness happen. But I am crazy, you see, I am is something very powerful in you. It is the root, the life itself, the essence, the being itself in the life. And if you say, I am, feel the power, I am. Now put, I am crazy. It's not good. You see, I am. But crazy does not belong to I am. Craziness is arising in I am. But I am is not crazy. It's not just a play of words. There's powerful meaning in this, you see. I am crazy is not good to say.
Yes, sir.
Because something knows that I am cannot be crazy. The I am cannot be sick. Body can be sick. Mind can be sick. But the I am is not that. It cannot be sick. It cannot be crazy. You see? So when you say, it drives me crazy, you are affirming a very, very bad thing. Because if your I am is polluted, then you are finished. And how can you be finished? So must be some error, you see. So I ask you, locate the one who is suffering. Let's identify. Okay? Great abuse has taken place in this body. This person has suffered greatly. Now, we want to bring now him into the witness box. The one who has suffered. Look at the injuries. Please come, bring the victim here. Where is the victim? You must find. Otherwise, we are living and believing a mighty assumption. And not a fact, you see. A fact you don't have to believe in. Actually find it. If you will talk to people on the street, they say, you're foolish, of course there's a victim, it's me, and so on. And they are so convinced because they've never looked. You've never looked, you see. We just assume. Education, conditioning, unquestioned, you see, gives us this feeling. And we have converted your pure consciousness into some suffering entity. I am. You know what I am is? I am is the godly presence. It is the core of life. If you combine this with crazy, look at the mistake you make. Within the I am itself, craziness come, silliness come, wisdom come, everything go. The I am is unstained. But if you put this thought, I am crazy, I am mad, I am sick, then you see the mistake. You see? And it's not an innocent thing. It's a very costly concept. It's a terrorist concept. So this is why I ask you, go to the root and find the one who is actually suffering. And when you search for it, actually you're doing now. You're not reading a book, you're actually taking the steps. Don't say, oh, I know what's there. Oh, I know. No, this is not acceptable. Walk the path itself. You see? To see if you can confirm what your mouth is saying. Find the one who is suffering. Otherwise we keep on living in the assumption, you see. And now you've looked, you've said something, and when you said these words now, you see, that there is craziness happening, and a label has been put, I am suffering on it, then I felt space again inside you. I felt space. Before claustrophobic, I want to get out of this. It's like, it's all binding up. Then you say, now, yeah, there's craziness. Then we know, craziness can be there. A little craziness is okay. It's healthy to be a bit crazy. You have to be a little bit mad anyway to be free. A little bit. You cannot be so... You have to relax a little bit. Be a little bit unpredictable. Something has to happen like that. A little bit of craziness, okay, quite good. Huh? But I am crazy now. You see, so craziness come. One day you get up, some morning you get up, everything you touch you're breaking. Then you say, oh, you know, I am... No, today is like this. It's a breaking cup day. Like that. But don't say, I am so bad, I am so... This is very bad habit. You see? So this is more space. When you say that some craziness come up like this, we know. And it takes on a very powerful thing, like, whoa. And the feeling is, oh, something is happening to me. But then look at this me. What is this me? It's just happening. And something here, it will take a bit of time to keep looking at that, because like a reflex, you'll go back to this because it's worked for the mind before. This is happening to me, you see. And look what what the cost of it is, how tired it's made you to believe such a thought, how tiring, how exhausting, you see. And it's growing on top of itself. You know, you finish it, you see, like that. But let's say, okay, go as crazy as you want, but I am not crazy. Give permission for your mind to be as crazy, as chaotic as it wants. But you stay as the self, and you see if it can keep on doing this or not. Because it does need your energy, it does need your investment of energy and belief to carry on like that.
I don't see that. I don't see how...
No, you don't have to see now. You see, it's like, you know, when you have to pay something by cash every time you see. But if you have direct debit, your mind has a direct debit. So you don't have to go to the counter, it just takes it nicely to the bank. He takes it out, so you don't even notice. You see, this is how we are supplying something. Very, very, you know, but it's been a training, a coaching somehow. And we forget, you see, that somehow it takes the two. It cannot just do it by itself. The mind cannot do anything by itself like that. It must be a partnership somehow.
When you ask me to look,
yes,
I was looking with the mind, but and something happened, I have to say. It was like, it was peace suddenly.
Yes.
In one instant, and then again, the mind was there. But
yes, it will do this. It's fighting for its life now. It's going to fight for its life now, you see. But it needn't be a long fight. If you don't keep believing and then doubting, because, you know, there's a great technique. They say divide and rule. The mind knows this very well. Divide you, distract you, and then somehow he can manipulate you. Divide and rule, you see. Distract, and you're in. Throw a stone in the bush, and then distract you from the real place you need to look. And then he's in.
Fear is coming in the body.
Let it come. It's just an energy. Can it remove you?
No. No.
You were before everything, before fear, before everything, you were there. These are secondary things, they're not original to you. You acquired them along the way. And what you acquire, you can also lose. They're not fundamental, you see. Some quirkiness brought them in. And of course, sometimes you may find some fear even in the awakened state. Some fear, but it will be more momentary. It will not be routine. It won't be habitual. You see. And you won't be in service to it. Yeah. Very good.
Thank you. Yes.
It doesn't matter if it keeps coming again and again and again. Just each time you meet it in the same way, in the same way, the same way. And its power is cut. But don't expect a single victory, finish. No, every time he comes, say, as long as you come, I'll be here waiting for you. But don't feel that you are waiting to be. This is the most debilitating. Don't be waiting to be, like somehow the mind is stopping you from being. Bad mistake. You are.
No, there is no other word. There is no other words that comes.
Yes.
Yeah. Something has been touched.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mooji. Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha, Ganesha Sharanam.